Good evening, good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I finally got around to watching the Stardom Dream Tag Festival 2023. And I just finished watching it moments ago. And I have to say, this was a pretty entertaining pay-per-view. So, a couple of things for this video. I'm going to give my review of the Stardom Dream Tag Festival. I'm also going to announce the confirmed tag teams for the 13th Goddess of Stardom Tag League. And then I'm going to finish off by giving a quick update on the current standings of the 5-Star Grand Prix. Now that another pay-per-view is in the books, and we're getting ready to continue through the month of September up to the 30th, which is the finals, I'm going to give another update to the 5-Star Grand Prix. So those are the three things for this video. But let's go ahead and get started with my review of the Stardom Dream Tag Festival 2023. This show took place at the Yokohama Budokan. So we had pretty much all tag team matches for the show. And it was brought to my attention before when I did the preview that the tag teams formed were all fan voted, which I was kind of shocked to hear that, but apparently they were fan voted. So anyway, we had a really interesting but entertaining tag team booked pay-per-view. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, there were no title matches or anything like that. There were just all tag team matches from start to finish. Alrighty? Let's go ahead and get started with our first match. Okay, so this was the pre-show match of the Stardom Dream Tag Festival. We had ourselves a little Gauntlet tag match. We had a total of 5 tag teams for this Gauntlet match. Okay? So the tag teams, I'll go ahead and just pretty much go in the order. But these were your 5 tag teams. You had Waka, Tsukiyama, Yuna, Mizumori as a team. You had the team of Seira and Bayne. You had Sourei and Syuri. You had Lady C and Miyu Amasaki. And you had Iida and Koguma. So those were your teams for this Gauntlet tag match. Now, as far as the order, this is how it came down. So the first 2 tag teams to face off were Syuri and Sourei of God's Eye, and Waka, Tsukiyama, and Yuna Mizumori. So those were our first 2 teams. Pretty decent start from both sides, but Sourei ended up getting the pin on Yuna Mizumori after hitting her with a Blue Thunder Bomb to eliminate that team. Sourei and Syuri continue forth. The next team to enter the ring were pretty much, I guess you could say, Little Bear and Gorilla, because it was Koguma and Iida. Little Bear and Gorilla. But those 2 were the next team up, and they put up a good fight against Sourei and Syuri, for sure. But when it was all said and done, Syuri actually got the submission victory over Iida. I'm not sure what type of submission that was. It was a very interesting submission. It was kind of like a modified cross arm breaker of some sort, and then just transitioned into a reverse, kind of like almost like a disarmer. But it it was a pretty neat submission. But with that, the team of Amisore and Syuri continue to advance. So that's 2 teams that they've eliminated. The next team that came to the ring was the team of Seira and Bayne, which they've teamed up before a good handful of times to this point. But Seira and Bayne really did not waste a whole lot of time once they got into the match. It was only a matter of time before Bayne ended up picking up the victory for her team, pinning Amisore for the 1-2-3 after she hit her with an F5. And therefore, Bayne and Seira continue forth. And then the last team to enter the tag gauntlet was Queen's Quest, Lady C, and Miyu Amasaki. And they gave it a decent effort. They definitely gave it a decent effort. But when it was all said and done, Seira was able to pin Miyu Amasaki with a jackknife / sunset flip sort of pin for the 1-2-3. And Seira and Bayne win the tag gauntlet match. So congratulations to them. Not really surprised. I did find it pretty funny that May gave Bayne a big hug and she would not let go, and Bayne kind of had to shove her off, which they've had quite interesting chemistry as a tag team. I mean, Bayne looks at Seira as her favorite weapon because she likes to toss her around into the opponents. So that's just her thing. But pretty simple, straightforward tag gauntlet match. I won't say that it was anything crazy special, but it was a straightforward tag gauntlet match. And it was the pre-show, so take it for what you will. But anyway, now we go into our main card. So our main card, we had 3 matches. Or not 3 matches, 6 matches. 6 matches for the main card. So we had 7 total matches. But anyway, let's get started on our main card. Alrighty. Okay, so our first main card match. This tag match was the team of Mina Shirakawa and Nakano taking on the current Goddess of Stardom tag team champions, Saori, Anou, and Natsupoi. So, look at this. At one point, all 4 of these ladies were in Cosmic Angels, but now it's just Natsupoi, Saori, Anou, and Nakano. Of course, Mina Shirakawa started her own faction by the name of Club Venus. Now, overall, this was a pretty solid match between both of these teams. I know there has been a lot of great chemistry with Saori, Anou, and Natsupoi, but not as great as Meltier, Natsupoi, and Nakano, which they did have a moment in this match to do some damage. As a matter of fact, they did damage to Mina Shirakawa. So, there was kind of some miscommunications, but, I mean, you can't really be surprised at that. I mean, this is the Dream Tag Festival. These teams are fan voted. But like I said, Meltier, Nakano, Natsupoi had a moment in this match for sure. So that was pretty cool to see. But overall, this was a very entertaining match. All 4 of these ladies look really solid. But Nakano was able to get the victory for her team, pinning Natsupoi kind of with like a head scissors takedown into a pin. I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, Mina Shirakawa, Nakano picked up the victory. And then afterwards, they did the Cosmic Angels dance together. You know, all four ladies, which, I mean, Syuri, Anou, I guess, kind of did it. But yeah, they got in the ring and they did the Cosmic Angels dance together. So, which, hey, they still got it. But at the same time, now it's back to how things are. Because after all, Mina Shirakawa still wants another shot at Tam Nakano, especially for that red belt, that World of Stardom Championship that she has. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Also wanted to point out that Syuri was on special guest commentary pretty much for the rest of the night after her tag gauntlet match. And we had a segment where Kairi came to the ring and she ended up addressing the fans, and with the help of the Stardom English Twitter page, it was able to pretty much sum up what she said. And pretty much Kairi came to the ring and addressed the fans that she wanted to wrestle for Stardom at least once more. But not really a lot of opportunities have come up, and after all, she was getting ready to go on hiatus at the end of September. But thankfully, she was able to get one more match in Stardom, and it's actually a little bit after when she's supposed to take the hiatus. So it's been booked for October 9th, where Kairi will team up with Miyu Iwatani and Nene Takahashi, and they will go up against the trio of Hazuki, Koguma, and Saya Iida. So going up against stars. So that is to be Kairi's final match, which, if I remember correctly, that is Stardom Nagoya Golden Fight 2023. That's October 9th. But yeah, it's on a Monday. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so Stardom Nagoya Golden Fight will be where this match will take place. So that'll be Kairi's last Stardom match. But should be interesting. Should be really interesting. Okay. Let's keep it going with our next match. Here, let me set up for the next match. Here we go. Okay, so the next Dream Tag match, we have the team of Mai Sakurai and MIRAI taking on the Judoka sisters, Rina and Hina. Overall, this was a pretty solid match. I felt like, one, there was, great chemistry with the Judoka sisters, Hina and Rina, but I definitely felt like MIRAI and Mai Sakurai definitely got on one accord, and, it's just good to see Mai Sakurai back. She looked good tonight. She looked really good in this match, and, I just... Sorry. I just really, I can't wait to see what more she continues to do. Because remember, she's also 1/3 of the current Artists of Stardom Trios champions, with Julia and Tekla. But Mai Sakurai and MIRAI had good chemistry throughout this match. But when it was all said and done, MIRAI was able to submit Hina with the Miramare, and the funny thing was Mai Sakurai put Rina in the Paradise Lock and sat on her while MIRAI had Hina in the Miramare. So I thought that was a pretty cool finish. Pretty cool and funny finish. So great match there. And they have agreed to team up for the Goddess of Stardom Tag League, which I will go into detail on the teams after this. But they did agree, shook hands. MIRAI, My Sakurai is one of the confirmed teams. So there you have it. Alrighty. Let's continue on with the next match. And honestly, I think I have to say this was probably my second favorite match. So we had the team of Double Peach, Momo Watanabe and Momo Kohgo, teamed up against Hanan and Mariah May. And the funny thing was, Mariah May and Hanan pretty much swapped gimmicks and dressed as the other ladies' ring gear. So you had Mariah May in Hanan's old ring gear, and you had Hanan in Mariah May's current ring gear. So they pretty much did a gimmick swap. And I have to say, it was pretty funny. It was really funny. And they even had, even during the entrance, they had Mariah May twerk, and then they had Hanan twerk. It was funny. It was really funny. And even Hanan busted out a Sumire Natsu Bronco Buster on, I think it was on not Momo Kohgo, but Momo Watanabe. Yeah, she hit her with that Sumire Natsu Bronco Buster, and just, oh my goodness. Hanan was hilarious in this match. She was hilarious. Of course, for most of the match, Momo Kohgo and Momo Watanabe just could not get on the same page. You could tell Momo Watanabe didn't really want to be bothered with Momo Kohgo, so that really didn't surprise me. But once it got later in the match, then they started to get on the same page just a little bit. Just a little bit. But Hanan and Mariah May definitely looked solid in this match. And, you know, just how they played up the gimmicks was really good. But when it was all said and done, Momo Watanabe just could not take it anymore. She got a hold of her baseball bat and just started cracking everybody with that baseball bat, even the referee with the baseball bat. So then the ref had no choice but to DQ Double Peach. And therefore, Mariah May and Hanan win this match due to disqualification. But this was a very entertaining match. Definitely one of my favorites of this card. And who knows? Maybe we'll see at some point Mariah May and Hanan team up like that again, because that was pretty entertaining. Let me just tell you, that was really entertaining. Okay, let's move on to the next match. Oh, here we go. Get the graphic up. All right. All right, we had the team of Natsuko Tora and Hazuki go up against Nanae Takahashi and Ruaka. Now, I definitely liked how Hazuki and Natsuko Tora had on matching gear, so I thought that was pretty cool. Ruaka, I felt like at one point just did not really want to be bothered that much with Nanae Takahashi, but I felt like Tora and Hazuki really were continuously on the same page. They were definitely vibing in this match. And not to say that Ruaka and Nanae Takahashi didn't, but you could definitely tell Hazuki and Tora were a lot more in sync. But we got to see a good bit of action from both of these teams, thankfully. But when it was all said and done, we even got to see Natsuko Tora and Hazuki missed both Ruoka and Nanae Takahashi. They both had red mist. Used that to their advantage. Then they took Ruoka, Natsuko Tora, hit her with a Death Valley bomb, or Death Valley driver. And then Hazuki finished her off with a diving senton off the top turnbuckle. Pinned her for the 1-2-3. And Natsuko Tora and Hazuki are your winning teams. So, great match there. Great finish. I like how they both used the red mist, so that was pretty cool. Okay. Next up, now this right here was my favorite match of the card. Hands down. Check this out. Alrighty. For this Dream Tag match, we had the team of Julia and Suzu Suzuki taking on the team of Utami Hayashishita and Maika. I thought it was real cool to see both Maika and Utami come to the ring. They both had bottles of, it was either whiskey or tequila or both. And they even during the match had an opportunity to take a shot, you know, take a swig of their respective drinks. And they even kind of poured the drinks on Suzu and Julia as well outside the ring. But for this match, we saw chairs, we saw tables, we saw alcoholic beverages. So, double suplexes, double pile drivers, double torture racks. Like, this match was full of great action, and it really could have gone either way. These are two very strong teams. Very strong teams. Action was inside the ring, outside the ring. Like, it was awesome. This was definitely, I felt like this was the best match on the card. And sure enough, it ended up coming down to a time limit draw. Time limit draw, but very entertaining match. It looks like Julia and Suzu Suzuki, it looks like they're cool now. It looks like they're cool. And as they had a moment in the ring, they shook hands, they hugged. Down comes Prominence in the form of Kurumi Hiragi and Risa Seira, and they attack Julia and Suzu, you know, before Maika comes down to make the save. But yeah, Risa Seira, Kurumi Hiragi attack Suzu Suzuki and Julia. We gotta remember, Suzu Suzuki used to be in Prominence. She used to be in Prominence, but looks like Risa Seira and company didn't take too kindly to that. And not only that, Risa Seira and Kurumi Hiragi have declared their entry for the Goddess of Stardom Tag League. So they just got confirmed. But man, it is definitely going to get really interesting with Julia, Suzu, Risa Seira, Kurumi Hiragi. Just, you know, that's going to be a very interesting angle, like, as they continue to feud. And then we had the main event of the Dream Tag Festival. So the main event ended up coming down to the team of Saki Kashima and Mayu Iwatani taking on the team of Starlight Kid and Azumi. And to be honest with you, I felt like most of this match seemed kind of one-sided, because for a good while, Mayu Iwatani and Saki Kashima were not on the same page. And Starlight Kid and Azumi, they were cooking. They were just cooking together. You know, they had a really cool entrance together. They both had masks. I mean, they were definitely on the same page from start to finish for this match. So, Sakikishima and Miyu eventually got on the same page, and then they started cooking, but definitely did not outshine Azumi and Starlight Kid. And it definitely ended up showing in this match. And surely enough, Azumi was able to pin Sakikishima, who is the current high-speed champion, was able to pin her for the 1-2-3 with the Azumi Sushi. And that was your main event. Azumi and Starlight Kid got to share a moment in the ring after the match together. But like I said, even though they go way back, they definitely were on point in this match. So I am not surprised at all that they won. But that is your Stardom Dream Tag Festival 2023. And to be honest with you, I would not mind if this was something that they did yearly. You know, I think it's a nice little cool show to do. You know, fan voted on the tag teams. You know, I think they should do this once a year. Why not? I think they should do this once a year. You know? So, here's hoping. Here's hoping that works out. Should be good, though. Should be good. But overall, this was a very enjoyable show, very entertaining. I really like what they did with these tag teams. You know, they had some good mixes. But I have to say that definitely Mariah May and Hanan, they were the most entertaining. They were the most entertaining, but I would say my favorite match was Julia and Suzu Suzuki versus Utami Hayashishita and Maika. So that was definitely my favorite match. Okay. Also, there's a couple of things I wanted to mention that got announced. So, the Goddess of Stardom Tag League, before I get to that, there were some more matches announced for Stardom Nagoya Golden Fight. Now, I know one of the ones that was just announced at this show was Kairi having her final match, where she'll team up with Nanae Takahashi and Mayu Iwatani to take on Stars Koguma Hazuki and oh my goodness, I just had it. Saya Iida. So that match just got confirmed. We also have the UWF rules match, Mina Shirakawa versus Syuri. That should be really good. We also got an Artist of Stardom championship match added to the card, as the Bari Bari Bombers, Julia, Mai Sakurai, Tekla, will defend the trio's titles against the trio of Maika, Suzu Suzuki, and Megan Bayne. Ooh, that ought to be really, really interesting. Of course, the Goddess of Stardom tag titles will be on the line, as Cosmic Angels, Saori, Anou, and Natsupoi will defend against Queen's Quest, Utami Hayashishita, and Azumi. That should be really good. Momo Watanabe will get a shot at the Wonder of Stardom Championship that Mirai currently holds. So she gets a big opportunity. And Natsuko Tora gets a big opportunity, as she will challenge Tam Nakano for that World of Stardom Championship. Wow, you guys. So that's 5 title matches for Nagoya Golden Fight. Looks like this is going to be a pretty sweet show. So definitely looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and talk Goddess of Stardom Tag League. The 13th Goddess of Stardom Tag League, with the help of Scott E. Wrestling on X, shout out to him, we have 16 Goddess of Stardom Tag League teams. 8 for the Red Goddess, 8 for the Blue Goddess. So, let's go ahead and announce the teams. So, for the Red Goddess, you have Julia and Tekla, Fukuoka Double Crazy, which are Hazuki and Koguma. You have Syuri and Saki Kashima. You have Utami Hayashishita, Lady C. You have Prominence, which is Risa Seira, Kurumi Hiragi. You have Mina Shirakawa, Waka Tsukiyama. You have Natsuko Tora, Starlight Kid. And you have Suzu Suzuki and Mei Seira. Well, at least I know that this won't be a bust because Suzu Suzuki and Mei Seira will be in this tournament. So definitely happy to hear that. And then for the Blue Goddess block, we have the team of Micah and Megan Bayne. We have Miyu Iwatani and Hanan. We have Saya Iida and Hanako. We have Mirai and Mai Sakurai, as you know, they just confirmed on the show. We have Meltier reuniting for this tournament, which is Tam Nakano and Natsupoi. We have O2 line for this tournament as well, which is Azumi, Miyu Amasaki. We have Momo Watanabe and Ruaka. And we have Ami Sourei and Yuna Mizumori. So, you know, just to go over these teams, looking at the Red Goddess block, I mean, Julia Tekla, I think that's a good pairing. Of course, Fukuoka Double Crazy, they've won this tournament before, and they're both two-time Goddess of Stardom tag team champions, so they'll be a definite big team to watch out for in the Red Goddess block. Syuri and Saki Kashima, well, Saki's with God's Eye now. I'm not too sure how that's going to work out for this tournament, but, I mean, they've been working with her. Yeah, they've been working with her, so, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Utami Hayashishita, Lady C, I mean, Utami's the strength and Lady C's kind of the weak link. But, I mean, you know, they both use power as well, so we'll see what happens. Prominence, Risa Seira and Kurumi Hiragi, definitely a threat. Mina Shirakawa, Waka Tsukiyama, and not so much. Natsuko Tora and Starlight Kid, yeah, could see them being a threat. And Suzu Suzuki, Mei Seira, which I think they will. They're actually my pick to win the whole tournament, you know, for obvious reasons. But I would say in the Red Goddess block, Julia Tekla, Fukuoka Double Crazy, I guess Syuri and Saki Kashima, Prominence, Natsuko Tora and Starlight Kid, and Suzu Suzuki, Mei Seira. I think those are the 6 main threats of the Red Goddess block. I think those are the 6 main ones. But Suzu Suzuki, Mei Seira is my pick to make it out of the Red Goddess block. Now for the Blue Goddess block, Micah, Megan Bayne definitely are a threat. Miyu Iwatani, Hanan, I guess. Saya Iida, Hanako, that's an interesting pairing. You pretty much got like one of the shortest wrestlers in Stardom paired up with one of the tallest wrestlers in Stardom. So, interesting. Mirai, Mai Sakurai, you know, they were definitely, you know, had a good match. Meltier, definitely a threat. O2 line, I'm not going to say they're a threat, to be honest with you, but they have a lot of chemistry. Momo Watanabe and Ruaka, maybe. And Ami Sourei, Yuna Mizumori, that's a weird pairing. So, I would say, from the Blue Goddess block, I would say that Megan Bayne and Micah, Meltier, Miyu Iwatani, Hanan, and I guess Mirai, Mai Sakurai would probably be the 4 teams that I consider a threat. And I think as far as who makes it out of the Blue Goddess, I think it's either going to be Micah and Megan Bayne or Meltier. I think one of those two teams will make it out of the Blue Goddess block. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm thinking it's going to be one of those two teams. But this is exciting, y'all. This is very exciting. 16 teams total. So this should be really, really good. You know, but overall, I'm picking Suzu Suzuki and Mei Seira to win this year's Goddess of Stardom Tag League. They're my pick. I'm already claiming them as my pick. Okay, and before we get into the current standings of the 5-Star Grand Prix, here's a quick word on the sponsor for this video, Game Beauty. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Okay, let's see what the current standings look like for the 5-Star Grand Prix. First, starting off with the Red Stars. Okay, so for the Red Stars, here we're going to start from the bottom. So we have two ladies sitting at the bottom with 4 points apiece, which are Starlight Kid and Ami Sourei. So looking at Ami Sourei, right now she has a record of 1-3. And like I said, this doesn't include the forfeits. But Ami Sourei, 1-3. She had the one victory over Starlight Kid, the forfeit over Saya Kamatani. But she has 3 losses to Miyu Iwatani, Hazuki, and Natsuko Tora. Ami Sourei has 4 matches left, but she is mathematically eliminated from this tournament, because even if she were to win out, if she were to win her final 4 matches, it still wouldn't be enough, especially with Natsuko Tora, because Tora owns the tiebreaker over Ami Sourei. So therefore, Ami Sourei can't win. So And then Starlight Kid. Starlight Kid has a record of 1 and actually 1-5. She has a record of 1-5, 4 points. She has the 1 victory over Natsuko Tora and the forfeit over Saya Kamatani, but she has losses to Tam Nakano, Suzu Suzuki, Natsupoi, Hazuki, and Ami Sourei. And Starlight Kid only has 2 matches left, and unfortunately, she is mathematically eliminated. Okay, let's see. We have one competitor that has 6 points right now, and that's Hazuki. Let's take a look at Hazuki. Hazuki right now has a record of 2-3. She has the 2 wins over Starlight Kid and Ami Sourei, of course the forfeit over Saya Kamatani, and the 3 losses to Tam Nakano, Miyu Iwatani, and Syuri. She has 3 matches left. She is in danger of elimination, but if she can win out the rest of her matches, which she has 3 matches left, then she still has a shot. She still has a shot. Okay, we have one competitor that has 7 points. Which is Tam Nakano, the current World of Stardom champion. Right now, she has a record of 1, or no. She has a record of 3, 2, and 2. Or no, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm all over the place. She has a record of 3, 2, and 1. Tam Nakano, 3, 2, and 1. She has victories over Saya Kamatani, Starlight Kid, and Hazuki. 2 losses to Suzu Suzuki and Natsuko Tora. And the 1 draw with Miyu Iwatani. She has 3 matches left. But yeah, she's still very much in this. Still very much in this. And as a matter of fact, she's actually in danger of elimination. Yeah, she's actually in danger of elimination, because if she loses, like, she has 3 matches left, she can get 13 points, but she has to win out. If she loses, then she can only get up to 11 points. But Tora has 12. So actually, yeah, she is in danger of elimination when you think about it. Hold up. Let me put this on the right color. Wait a minute. Ah, there we go. So yeah, she is technically in danger of elimination. But yeah, 7 points, 3 matches left for Tam Nakano. Okay. We have one competitor that has 8 points, and that's Suzu Suzuki. Suzu has a record of 3-3. Yeah, 3-3. She has victories over Tam Nakano, Starlight Kid, Natsuko Tora, the 1 forfeit over Saya Kamatani. But she has 3 losses to Miyu Iwatani, Syuri, and Natsupoi. She only has 2 matches left. But she's in danger of elimination. She needs to win her final 2 matches to get 12 points and, to have a shot. So we'll see what happens there. And then we have we have 3 ladies sitting at 9 points apiece, which are Miyu Iwatani, Syuri, and Natsupoi. Let's take a look at Natsupoi. Right now, Natsupoi has a record of 3-1-1. She has victories over Miyu Iwatani, Suzu Suzuki, Starlight Kid. Of course, she got the forfeit victory over Saya Kamatani. She has the one loss to Natsuko Tora and the one draw with Syuri. And then Natsupoi has 3 matches left. So she's still very much in it. Okay. Syuri. Syuri also has 9 points, has a record of 3-1-1. Victories over Miyu Iwatani, Suzu Suzuki, and Hazuki. Of course, the forfeit victory over Saya Kamatani. She has the one loss to Natsuko Tora and the one draw with Natsupoi. And Syuri has 3 matches left. But yes, still very much in it. And then there's Miyu Iwatani with 9 points, but she has a record of 3-3-1. She has the victories over Suzu Suzuki, Hazuki, and Ami Sourei. And of course the forfeit victory over Saya Kamatani. But she has losses to Syuri, Natsupoi, and Natsuko Tora, and the one draw with Tam Nakano. And she has 1 match left, but being that she can only get up to 11 points, she is also mathematically eliminated. And then sitting at the top of the red stars with 12 points right now is Natsuko Tora. She right now has a record of 5-2. For 12 points, 5-2. She has victories over Tam Nakano, Miyu Iwatani, Syuri, Natsupoi, and Ami Sourei, and the forfeit victory over Saya Kamatani. She has the 2 losses to Starlight Kid and Suzu Suzuki, and she only has 1 match left. She can win her final match against Hazuki. That will really put her in good position. In really good position. But that is your red stars. So it's getting pretty interesting. Now let's switch over to the blue stars. Alright, for the blue stars, we have, let's see, we have one woman at the bottom with only 2 points, and that's Hanan. She has a record of 1-5. She has the 1 victory over Azumi, but 5 losses to Julia, Mika, Saori, Anou, MIRAI, and Mina Shirakawa. She has 3 matches left, but it won't be enough, and actually Hanan is mathematically eliminated. Okay, we have one competitor with 5 points, and that's Mika. Mika has a record of 2-2-1. She has the 2 victories over Utami Hayashishita and Hanan, 2 losses to Julia and Momo Watanabe, and the 1 draw with Saori Anou. She has 4 matches left, so she actually still has opportunity to catch up. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 ladies with 6 points each, which are Momo Watanabe, MIRAI, Azumi, Mina Shirakawa, and Mariah May. Let's look at Mariah May. Right now she has a record of 3-3. She has victories over Momo Watanabe, Azumi, and Mina Shirakawa, but 3 losses to Julia, Utami Hayashishita, and Saori Anou. She has 3 matches left. All right, let's take a look at Mina Shirakawa. She is also 3-3. She has victories over Julia, MIRAI, and Hanan, but losses to Utami Hayashishita, Azumi, and Mariah May. And Mina has 3 matches left. Okay, Azumi. Azumi has a record of 3-3. She has victories over Utami Hayashishita, Saori Anou, and Mina Shirakawa, but losses to MIRAI, Mariah May, and Hanan. And Azumi has 3 matches left. Okay, MIRAI, current Wonder of Stardom champion. She has a record of 3-3. She has victories over Julia, Azumi, and Hanan, but losses to Saori Anou, Momo Watanabe, and Mina Shirakawa. Let's see, MIRAI has 3 matches left. And then Momo Watanabe, record of 3-3. Victories over Micah, Saori Anou, and MIRAI, but losses to Julia, Utami Hayashishita, and Mariah May. Momo has 3 matches left. Okay, we have 2 competitors that have 8 points apiece, which are Utami Hayashishita and Saori Anou. Let's take a look at Saori Anou. Right now, she has a record of 3-3-2. Yeah, 3-3-2. She has victories over MIRAI, Mariah May, and Hanan. 3 losses to Utami Hayashishita, Momo Watanabe, and Azumi. And 2 draws with Julia and Micah. And Saori Anou only has 1 match left. So it's really coming down to the wire for her. It's really coming down to the wire. And as a matter of fact, she's also in danger because she can't afford to lose that final match. So she's technically in danger of elimination. Yeah. Okay, and then Utami Hayashishita, she has a record of 4-2. She has victories over Saori Anou, Momo Watanabe, Mina Shirakawa, and Mariah May, but 2 losses to Micah and Azumi. So Utami has 3 matches left. And then sitting at the top of the Blue Stars with 9 points is your current NJPW Strong Women's Champion / Artist of Stardom Champion, Julia. Julia right now has 9 points, has a record of 4-2-1. She has victories over Micah, Momo Watanabe, Mariah May, and Hanan. The 2 losses were to MIRAI and Mina Shirakawa. The 1 draw against Saori Anou. And Julia has 2 matches left. But like I said, she has a 1-point lead. So it's really getting down to the wire, y'all. It's really getting down to the wire. Let's look at upcoming matchups. So for Tam, her next match is September 16th against Sourei. So she's got a little while. Miyu Iwatani, well, her last match isn't until the finals, which is September 30th. Syuri, her next match is not until September 20th, so she's got a while. Suzu Suzuki, her next match is September 17th. Actually, let me go back a bit. So Tam Nakano's next match, September 16th against Ami Sourei. Mayu Iwatani, September 30th against Starlight Kid. Syuri is September 20th against Tam Nakano. Suzu, September 17th against Ami Sourei. Starlight Kid, her next match is the 24th against Syuri. Natsupoi, her next match is the 16th against Hazuki. Hazuki, her next match, 16th against Natsupoi. Natsuko Tora, September 30th against Hazuki. And Ami Sourei, her next match is 16th against Tam Nakano. And as a matter of fact, she has 3 straight days worth. 16th, 17th, and 18th. So, yeah. She's going to be busy. And then for the Blue Stars, let's see. Julia, her next match is the 20th against Azumi. Utami, her next match is the 20th against Mirai. Micah, her next match is the 16th against Azumi. Saori Anou, her next match was the 30th against Mina Shirakawa. Momo Watanabe, her next match is the 17th against Hanan. Mirai, her next match is the 17th against Mariah May. Azumi, her next match is the 16th against Micah. Mina Shirakawa, her next one is the 18th against Momo Watanabe. Mariah May, that would be the 17th against Mirai. And Hanan, her next match, the 17th against Momo Watanabe. So that's what we got for the current standings of the 5-Star Grand Prix. Like I said, this is coming down to the wire, y'all. In a couple of weeks, it'll be September 30th, which is the finals. So we're going to see in a matter of time who ends up winning, getting the trophy, and gets that guaranteed title shot at the World of Stardom Championship, usually at the end of the year. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. And like I said, we just finished up the Dream Tag Festival. The Goddess of Stardom Tag League right around the corner. It'll be here before you know it. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are about, number one, what did y'all think about the Stardom Dream Tag Festival 2023? Did you enjoy the show? What did you think of the tag teams? Do you think they should make this a yearly thing? Also, what do you think of the teams set for the 13th Goddess of Stardom Tag League? What do you think of the teams, and who is your team to win the whole tournament? And 5-Star Grand Prix. It's coming down to the wire. Let me know who you think is going to win the 5-Star Grand Prix. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm about to get me some rest. So for another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace.